Welcome back, dear students. This video describes class 10 geography lesson number 9 tourism, transport and communication module 2. Before proceeding further for lesson number 9 tourism, transport and communication module 2, let's take quick recap what we have studied in our previous module 1. In the beginning we took information about the tourism. So visiting various places away from our homes for getting joy, entertainment, trading, staying is called as a tourism. Tourism plays an important role in our economic growth and the development. Tourism is an important tertiary occupation. Through tourism, the world gets introduced to a region's natural beauty, social and cultural environment. Tourism helps in increasing inflow of the foreign currency. It also boosts the development of the tourist places. Even it generates the employment opportunities for the local people. Also in our previous module, we took information about the tourism in Brazil as well as in India. In the Brazil, we have studied that tourism is one of the important occupation in the Brazil. Brazil is very much famous for white sand beaches, scenic sea coast, beautiful island, evergreen rainforest, variety of species of birds and animals, gardens and parks. Number of tourist people get attracted to see Brasilia, even the Rio de Janeiro. Even we took information about the India. Many foreign tourists visit India for exploring Indian heritage and culture, to carry out adventurous or the business activity and to receive health services. Nowadays, ecotourism is also promoted on a larger scale in India. Even India, number of tourist people get attracted to see cultural and historical heritage, sculptures, clean sea coast, natural parks and the bird sanctuaries. So student, in our lesson number 9, tourism, transport and communication in module 2, we are going to concentrate on transportation system in Brazil, transportation system in India and communication system in Brazil as well as the communication system in India. Now, let's begin our module 2 with the transportation. Students, you all know that transport or the transportation is the movement of humans, animals and the goods from one place to the another. There are various modes of transportation which includes airways, waterways, roadways, pipelines and the railways. Transportation is a basic infrastructure. Development of transportation in infrastructure is an indicator of the development. You also know that development of transport plays an important role for the country's growth and the development. Transportation system helps in transporting goods from one place to the another. It also increases the mobility of the people. Transport facilitates the growth of agriculture, mining, fishing, tourism and the banking sector in an economy. You also know that transportation system facilitate the internal as well as the international trade and the commerce. It generates employment opportunities and helps in increasing national income. Therefore, we can say that development of transportation is an important for any country's growth and the development. Let's take information about Brazil transportation system with the map. Student, see your geography textbook, page number 63, figure 9.9. Let us study about the map. So student, figure 9.9 represent Brazil major transport routes. So the title of the map is Brazil major transport route. Also, here we can see the index. The different modes of transport seen on the map such as air, water and the land transportation, which includes railways, roadways and the off-road transportation, which means airport and the ports. The road transportation has denser network in the Brazil. Also here we can see the Trans-Amazonian Highway. So this Trans-Amazon Highway joins Brasilia, that is the capital of the Brazil, then Portobello, Cruzeiro do Sul, and Manaus. Also here we can see that development of railways is found more in the southeast part of the Brazil. Students, you all know about the Amazon forest that we have studied in lesson number 3. The natural composition of Brazil with the Amazon forest in the north as well as the swampy land is unfavorable for the growth and the development of railways. As compared to this, the southeast part of the Brazil is fertile land and has an plain area, which make it possible for the railways routes. Also, the famous tourist places such as Brasilia and Rio de Janeiro also lies in this part, which make this region suitable for the trade and the business. Also, in the northwest part of the Brazil, we can see lesser development of transportation network. The most common method of transportation system in Brazil is the roadways. Roadways account for more than half of the transport system in the Brazil. You also know that in the previous slide we have studied that the density of the road network is concentrated in the eastern part of the Brazil. Now, talking about the waterways in Brazil, students, you all know about the Amazon River Basin is covered by the evergreen tropical rainforest. Most of the area of the Amazon River Basin is inaccessible due to dense undergrowth and the frequent flooding. We also know that the forested land of Amazon River Basin and the swampy lands have limited the development of railways in this area. In Brazil, waterways have been developed on a larger scale in a commercial basis in the Amazon River Basin. As all of you know, Amazon River Basin, a number of rivers get connected to it. The boats ply from the Iquitos, which is located in Peru, to the mouth of the river. Students, you all know about the Amazon River Basin that already we have studied in our lesson number 3, Physiography and Drainage. So, the longest waterways in the world can be navigated through the Amazon River Basin. It covers around 3,700 kilometers. Another river important for the waterways is the south-flowing Parana River Basin. Students, please remember that the internal waterways are not well developed in Brazil. We already studied in a drainage system that most of the rivers in Brazil flows with a high speed. The amount of total discharge of many rivers is very large. In Brazil, rigid topography is found at many places near the river basin. Many of the areas near the rivers are inaccessible. Therefore, internal waterways are not well developed in Brazil. Now, talking about the railways in Brazil, railways have not developed very well in Brazil. The use of trains for the long distance transportation of passengers is restricted to a few urban tourist destinations, though it is a cheaper. The contribution of airways is less in the transportation system of the country. Now, talking about the railway system in the Brazil internal areas, there are certain difficulties in the development of the railway system in the Brazil internal areas, which includes the Amazon River Basin and the inaccessibility dense forest area which is located in the northern part of Brazil. Also, the rigid topography in the Brazilian highland and the marshy areas of the Pantanal which is located in the southern eastern part of Brazil. These are the certain factors which become the barrier for the development and the growth of railways in the internal part of the Brazil. Now, moving ahead with the transportation system in India. Now, let us study about India transportation system with the help of the map. Student, see your geography textbook page number 64 and 65. Let us try to understand with the help of the map. Now student, see your geography textbook page number 64, figure 9.10. This map represents India national highways and major ports. So the title of the map is India national highways and major ports. Through this map we come to know that north-south highways, east-west highway, golden quadrilateral, national highways and major ports. Now let's take information in detail. So in this map we can see the major ports in India which are located in Mumbai, Cochin, Chennai, Visakhapatnam and Kolkata. In this map, we can see the green dotted color line which represent east-west highways and dark pink color line represent north-south highways. Also here we can see the golden quadrilateral. These can be seen which is connected to Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. As you can see in the another map, golden quadrilateral which is connected to the Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. Now students, see your geography textbook page number 65, figure 9.11, India important railway routes and airport. So the title of the map is India important railway routes and the airport. So student, here in this map we can see the important railway routes and the airports which are located in India. In this map we can also see that density of railway is more in the northern part of India. Railways are used on a larger scale for the transportation of passengers and goods. Also, you all know that in our lesson number 3 in a physiography and drainage, we have studied about the physiography of India. In the northern area, the hilly area covered. Also, due to the rigid topography and low density of population, relatively less dense railways network is found in the mountainous region of north and northeastern state of India. Due to plain topography and high density of population, a dense railway network is found in the North Indian plain, whereas in the arid region in the state of Rajasthan, relatively less dense railway is found. Also here, we can see the important airports which are located in India, such as Mumbai, Pune, Bengaluru, Delhi and Thiruvananthapuram. Now, let's take information about roadways in India. As compared to Brazil, India has a denser network of transport. About 85% of the passengers and 70% of the goods traffic are carried by roads every year in India. Goods as well as passengers are transported on a larger scale in India due to the growth of railways. Railways are important for the growth of the Indian economy. Railway network is relatively less in the mountainous as well as in the hilly areas. Railways are very important for a vast country where distances are large. Now, talking about waterways in India, waterways are a cheap means of transportation system. Waterways contributing about 1% to the country's transportation. It comprises rivers, canals, backwaters, and creeks. Students, did you know that we rely on the sea route for the international trade? Waterways are the cheapest mode of transportation. Waterways are highly suitable for the bulk transportation. In international trade, goods are imported and exported on a larger scale. By sea route, country can import and export goods with the minimum cost. Approximately 95% of India's foreign trade move through the ocean route. Apart from international trade, these are also used for the purpose of transportation between the island and the rest of the countries. So, we can say that we rely on the sea route for the international trade. Now let's take information about airways in India. As compared to Brazil, airways in India are well developed. In modern times, the use of international airways and the internal airways, that is, domestic airways, in India has increased. Today, the major cities in India are interconnected by the internal airways. These cities are also connected with the major cities from the foreign countries by international airways. Major airports in India are located at Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Delhi, Kolkata, and Visakhapatnam. Now, moving ahead with the communication. Students, you may know that communication or exchange of information is an important process in today's era. Communication is a basic infrastructure. In today's modern age, man-made satellites are an important and effective means of communication. Now, talking about the communication system in Brazil, Brazil is comparatively modern and effective. On the other hand, communication system in India is comparatively less modern and less effective. In Brazil, nearly more than 45% of total population has access to the internet. On the other hand, though India is one of the largest users of the internet in the world, but only 30% of the total population has access to the internet. Now, let's take more information in detail about communication system in India and communication system in Brazil. Now, let's take information about communication in Brazil. Now, student, see a geography textbook, page number 66, figure 9.12, Brazilian Standard Time. Let's take information about the map. Student, you are already aware about the Brazil. Brazil is having the vast longitudinal extent that already we have studied in our lesson number 2, location and extent. In this map, you can see the two extreme points of Brazil, that is westernmost point and the easternmost point are the extreme point of Brazil from the mainland. Now here we can see the westernmost point which lies at Nascente do Rio Mau, which comes in a 7 degree 32 minutes 33 seconds south latitude and 70 degree 59 minutes west longitude, whereas the easternmost points as Ponto de Seixas, which lies at 7 degree 9 minutes 28 seconds south latitude and 34 degree 47 minutes west longitude. Now student, see the question which is given in your geography textbook, page number 66. So our question is, calculate the difference in time between the 2 points in a minute. Our question is, calculate the difference in time between 2 points in a minute. Now here in this question, we need to calculate the two extreme point of Brazil, that is westernmost point and the easternmost point. Now here the difference between the longitude. So we had to consider here the longitudes. Now the difference between the longitudes, that is 70 degree and 34 degree. If we calculate over here, then here we are going to get total 36 longitude. Now here, as all of you know that in standard 9 we have studied about international date line. So in that chapter we have studied that each longitude takes 4 minutes. So 36 into 4 we are going to get here 144 minutes. Now here difference we need to convert minutes into the hour. So we are going to get here 144 divided by 60. So we will get here 2 hours 24 minutes. Now, let's take more information in detail about Brazilian Standard Time with the help of the figure 9.12. Student, you all know about the Brazil. Due to the vast longitudinal extent of the Brazil, we can see the different two extreme point, that is westernmost point and the easternmost point of the Brazil mainland. There are different time zones in the country. As you can see in this map, there are 4 divisions such as 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours and the 5 hours. So these 4 divisions signify the time zone in Brazil. It is behind the Greenwich Mean Time by 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours or the 5 hours. As all of you know about the Greenwich Mean Time that already we have studied in Standard 9. So what is meant by Greenwich Mean Time? Greenwich Mean Time is a time set with reference to 0-degree longitude that passes through Greenwich. The countries lying to the west of 0-degree longitude have time behind the GMT. So student, here you can see the easternmost point of Brazil is ahead of others. Now, the part of ahead of others, it is by 60 minutes to 180 minutes. As you can see here, the red line. So, red line in the map shows the GMT, that is Greenwich Mean Time, that is 3 time zone, which is the official Brazilian time, that is BRT. It is 3 hours behind Greenwich Mean Time. Now, let's take information about development of communication in Brazil. Telecommunication services in Brazil are well developed and efficient. This industry includes landlines as well as mobile services, television broadcasting, radio broadcasting, and computer also will include internet access. Today, more than 45% of the Brazilian population has access to the internet. The telecommunication infrastructure is fairly modern, particularly in the centers of Brazil, whereas the north and northwestern are drastically less developed. As you all know that the north area is covered by the Amazon River forest. Due to the Amazon River forest, it's lacking behind for the communication system. Over a recent year, mobile telephones have led the rapid expansion of telecommunication services in Brazil. The nature of Brazilian territory, especially the landmass size and the large pockets of unpopulated and densely vegetated area create the significant barrier to the expansion in the coverage of telecommunication services in Brazil. Brazil is developing technology to send domestically man-made satellites into the space with its own rocket. Now, let's take information about communication in India. Student, see your geography textbook, page number 67, figure 9.13, location and extent. Student, already we have studied location and extent in our lesson number 2, location and extent chapter. You already know that India too has a large longitudinal extent. Here we can see the two extreme points of India, that is westernmost point and the easternmost point. So here the difference between the two extreme points of India is 2 hours or 120 minutes. India has only one standard time zone, whereas Brazil has 4 standard time zones. The 82.5 degree east longitude is the Indian Standard Time. It passes through Allahabad. It is ahead by 5 hours 30 minutes from the Greenwich Meridian Time. Students, you may know that with the explosion of electronic media, telecom industries has become one of the fast growing sector in our own country. In this era of information and communication, more digitally enhanced communication devices like mobile phone, internet facilities and satellites are playing an important role to reach of communication technology. India is one of the largest users of smartphone and the internet. With the development of own satellite, India has come a long way in this field. Now, moving ahead with the modern means of communication, students, you all know that in the era of information and communication, The communication is carried out with the help of electronic devices such as computer, mobiles, internet and satellites. They play a very important role in the communication system. Modern means of communication are comparatively less costly and they are more effective. Now talking about India, telecom industry is one of the fast growing sector. Today, India is one of the largest countries using smartphone and the internet facility for wide reach of communication. With the development of its own satellite, India has proved itself in the field of modern communication. Now, let's take quick recap what we have studied so far in our lesson number 9, Tourism, Transport and Communication in Module 2. In this module, we took information about transportation system in Brazil. So, the transportation system in Brazil include waterways. Waterways have been developed on a commercial basis from the mouth of river Amazon to the mouth of river Iquitos, which is located in Peru. Water transport is also carried out in a Parana River basin. Coastal shipping is carried out in the coastal area. Roadways account for more than half of the total transportation. High density of roadways is found in the eastern part, whereas the sparse density of roadways is found in the Amazon River basin and in the swampy land. Railway had not developed very well in the Brazil. The use of trains for long distance transportation of passengers is restricted to the few urban tourist destinations. Though it is cheaper, the contribution of airways is less in the transportation system of the country. Then we studied about the transportation in India. As compared to Brazil, India has a denser network of transport. About 85% of the passengers and 70% of goods traffic are carried by the roadways every year. Goods and as well as the passengers are also transported on a longer distance because of the growth and the development in the Indian Railway. Railways are also very important to cover a longer distance. Railways are important for the growth of the Indian economy. Railway network is less dense in the hilly areas, mountainous areas, northeastern state, central part of India, even in the some part of the Rajasthan, whereas it is dense in the North Indian plain. Waterways are also a cheap means of transportation in India. Waterways contributing about only the 1% to the country's transportation. Also, we have studied about the airways. As compared to Brazil, airways in India are more developed and the use of internal airways is also increasing day by day. And at the end, we have studied about the communication system. So, in the communication in the Brazil, we have studied that due to the vast longitudinal extent of the country, there are different time zones in the Brazil. Brazil has 4 time zones. Also, we took information about telecommunication services. So, the telecommunication services are well developed in Brazil. Nearly more than 45% of the Brazilian population has access to the internet facilities. Brazil is developing technology for launching domestically made satellites in space with its own rocket. Also, we took information about communication system in India. India has only one standard time, that is the 82.5 degree east longitude is the Indian standard time. It passes through Allahabad. It is ahead by 5 hours 30 minutes from the Greenwich Meridian time. With the explosion of electronic media, telecommunication industry has become one of the fastest growing sector in India. India is one of the largest users of smartphone and internet. India has successfully launched its own satellites in the space.